Okay, so here we are at Holly Schroeder's.
Hi.
Good to see you again.
Good to see you.
I'm so glad that my friend encouraged you to go with me. And,
Yes.
How did everything turn out?
It's absolutely beautiful. I'm thrilled. It's beyond my expectations. It really turned out fantastic. Really happy about it.
Means a lot to me. Thank you.
Yeah.
Can you just tell the audience what we did?
So we started with a kitchen remodel, and that was the main focus. The old kitchen had like a peninsula and a small island, and made the space very choppy. And so we opened it up with this beautiful large island, and makes this and the sitting area next to it kind of one space. And so we basically did a gut. We took out all the cabinets that were there, put in these new beautiful cabinets, go all the way to the ceiling, so there's tons of storage space, all new appliances, and then of course beautiful countertop, and then new lighting, and really touched everything up, and it just looks absolutely beautiful. And then in the middle, we added a bathroom remodel because I saw this and I said, oh my God, the bathroom's gonna look awful compared to this gorgeous kitchen, so I had to up the game for the guest bathroom, and so we added that in. Beautiful cabinet work. They all of the soft close, doors and drawers. So they do all of the wonderful closing there, and it took us a few tries to get the right color that I wanted. And the cabinet maker team was really great, and actually we looked at, they gave one, and I said, no, that's too orange, and one, and that was too blonde, and then they came with their mixtures and were literally working with me to say, and get the color right. And I wanted to pick up on some of the color in the countertop, and it just absolutely matches perfectly. And they were so patient and accommodating to get exactly what I wanted. They knew they wanted to get it just right too.
You picked out the handles and all the appliances.
Yep.
And then we did the stone is a quartz.
Yep.
And it's veined, and we tied the veins in. And
Yep.
you approved all that.
Yeah. So it was really cool. You sent a rendering that was just sort of like the countertops floating in black space, but you could really see that it was the actual countertop and how the veins were going to connect and what it was going to look like. And that was a really neat. A lot of the the visuals that you were able to send electronically was really helpful for me. I travel a lot, and so that enabled me to stay, not hold things up, and because we could do approvals.
So we have drawers that make it accessible.
Right. Yeah. And the cabinets are, obviously they're really tall, and still working on getting everything back, but I can put the stuff that I'm not going to use very much, like the stuff you use for like the gravy boat for Thanksgiving that you don't use every day, and then the stuff that you use, the stuff you use for your coffee every morning is really easily accessible. So that's a nice, it's very practical for how I live.
And you chose to do all drawers here, and they're all matching.
Yeah, that seemed to be.
I
read a lot of stuff about people saying that having drawers on the bottom was be a lot more accessible over time, and I wanted this to kind of last for a very, very long time, and so to not have to be getting down for a cabinet makes a lot of sense. And the other thing I should say, Randy, your advice throughout this, and I'm going to say on the floors, right? So we were going to kind of do a transition from the old floors in the living room to in here, and you basically called up and said it's not going to look great, and worked with me on price to put in new floors, and I mean it absolutely transforms the whole house. I mean, just to have that continuity of the floor from the living room into this space is absolutely gorgeous. And really made a great impact. So amazing advice that you gave throughout the process to make sure I was making decisions that were going to last the long term.
Yeah, I'm glad that we were able to convince you, if you will, that some things are hard to go back on.
Yeah.
If you make the decision that ends up costing more money to undo things. So this would have been one of those. So. Yeah,
and I think I would have been disappointed, and just a little bit more now, and the team put in the floors in like a blink of an eye. I was like, I left one morning, and they came back and it was done. It was shocking how fast they did the work.
And
they did great work.
And I told him to come to get his notes and give me an inventory on the rest of the house that we're gonna do maybe next year or whenever you're ready with the other bathroom.
Yeah.
So that we have that all planned.
Right.
So
and we make sure we have the right inventory.
We have the right inventory. So when we start, we're not saying, oh, they don't make it anymore. Because a lot of times what happens is the things, it's called planned obsolescence. So like flooring and tile, they make it for 2, 3, 4 years and then they change it. The colors change, the dye lots change, the carpeting, all flooring and tile, and it's not available anymore. So if there's anything you want to do, you want to make sure that you have enough to do it all. So sometimes it's worth the investment to stockpile it and put it in the garage somewhere. I've done that with people.
Yeah, and that's what I want to do, because I want to do the other half of the house that I wasn't ready to do this time, but in another year or so, do the other half of the house and have this beautiful floor throughout the whole area.
Good.
So really great lighting there, and actually dimmable, which I think is pretty cool. So I can dim it or make it bright, and so that's nice if you have, if you're you have a party and you just want an ambiance, or if at night you have guests, you can just turn it down so they can find their way around. Yeah. So that's a nice touch. And I guess I didn't mention, the impetus for the whole thing was this door. This used to be a window, and was this, the door I had was this awkward.
2 windows.
There were 2 windows here, and that made the door that went to the backyard comes right onto the pool. It was sort of an awkward egress, and so I wanted to change that. And this absolutely just transformed the space and transformed the backyard. So it makes the backyard so much more usable and makes the the central point of the indoor-outdoor living. So it's really, it makes that so much better. And that was really what kicked it all off, that in the kitchen, and then just really, you can't believe how much it's transformed the space and how beautiful it all looks.
And we have both mine and Holly's favorite spot is right here.
Yes,
Shall we show them?
Yes, that's the beautiful line
white
fridge.
and red.
Right, and red,
Different temperatures.
Yep.
Again, thank you so much for selecting Randal Winter Construction to execute your project, and I hope you're happy with everything for years to come.
I did.
And I have no warranty, I told you that, right? That means if there's ever a problem, please call me and you want to know, because there's a couple reasons. One, I don't like that when I meet customers that had previously done work and I ask them who did it, they don't remember. One. Number 2 is if there is something that goes wrong, we want to take care of you so you will remember us, but also find out if we did something that we might not want to do in the future. So it's important to let us know if there's something that isn't.
I'm so pleased with the work your team did. I knew that when I selected you to do this work that it was going to get done right. And again, I mentioned I travel a lot, so I'm gone. I didn't want to have to be micromanaging any part of the process, and I didn't have to. And that was, I had the confidence that you were going to take care of everything and make sure that it was perfect, and it is. It's absolutely wonderful.
Thanks again. Thank you so much.
Yeah, all right. Thanks, Randy. Great work.